Do you guys want to know about the Bergara B14R? We have one right here for you today. Stay tuned. Hey there, Ring Steel Nation. Today I wanted to talk about a new gun to the channel. This is the Bergara B14R. You guys haven't seen this, but I've had it for about 6 months and I've been working with it. I've got about 600 rounds down the barrel, and I thought what I'd do is take a little time today and do a quick overview and review on this gun and tell you a little bit about the good and the not so good about it. So let's get started. So what we'll do now is we'll just talk about the features of this particular rifle. I don't want to go over every spec of this rifle. This can be found on the Bergara website. Just look up the B14R on their website and you can get all the specs, barrel length, and everything else. But I did want to go over a few of the specs of this. This does come in the Bergara HMR chassis, their hunting match rifle chassis. This is an embedded aluminum frame with polymer outside coating all around. There is some nice texturing here on the front and on the palm swell here. It's a semi-vertical grip. It's not completely vertical, but it's semi-vertical grip. What sold me on this gun was the Remington 700 receiver pattern that this thing follows under. You can drop this barreled receiver into any Remington 700 chassis, and you can also replace the trigger with any Remington 700 trigger system. So that was one of the big selling points for me on this particular weapon. I looked at Voodoos. I also looked at Remexes. They are also 700 pattern, but they were outside of my price range and maybe a little bit more than I wanted to spend. This particular rifle here comes with a carbon fiber barrel. You have an option of carbon fiber or steel barrel, and we opted for the carbon fiber barrel. I've got it scoped with an Arkin SH4 Gen 2. This is a 6-24 by 50 in mil dots. We'll have a complete review on this scope in coming videos. So I just kind of wanted to get you guys introduced to this gun and tell you a little bit about the things that I like and some of the issues that I've had with it, and just do kind of a quick tabletop review. What will be coming is a lot of shooting. I've got about 600 rounds down this rifle, and I have shot 12 different types of ammo so far through it, and I've got an additional 4 more that I'm going to run through this gun. I've got all the targets saved. We're going to go through all of that on a separate shooting video. And then on top of that, we've got some additional stuff that we're going to try out on this gun. Things that I've never done before, like a barrel tuner. We're going to put the KSS ATS barrel tuner, which I have here and is ready to go. We're going to see how that affects the groups and whether or not we can gain some accuracy to it. We've also got a suppressor that we can add to this and maybe do a video on the suppressor system on this particular weapon. But yeah, I wanted to get you guys introduced to this today, and let's just do a quick tabletop review. So let's quickly go over some of the things that I like about this rifle. First of all is this chassis system, or this stock system, the HMR. This is going to mirror all your Bergara HMR rifles that are in 6.5 Creedmoor, 308, the other rounds that they do. This is a nice chassis. It's all aluminum. It has nice stippling in the fore end and on the hand grip here. It has like a aluminum internal chassis here. I did notice that when I had the receiver off, the block in the front and the block in the rear where the action screws go into, those blocks are all aluminum, so it feels like it's all aluminum bedded through there. I can feel when I tighten up the screws, you can definitely feel the recoil lug engaging back into an aluminum block that's within the chassis system and allowing the entire receiver to sit back very firmly into that area. So this chassis I like quite a bit. The other thing that I really enjoy about this particular gun is, like I mentioned, the magazine. I do like the full-size magazine. It is easy to remove from the gun by simply pushing forward on the release, and it drops free and clear. No issues there at all. And then also the mag changes are quick and easy. You just kind of slip it up into the front just like any, pull it back, and it locks right in. Super easy. So that's something else that I really enjoy about this gun. The other thing is this thing has been extremely reliable on feeding. I haven't had a single round not feed correctly from the magazine into the chamber itself. This is what they call a control round feeding bolt. So it will take the round up into the bolt and push it directly into the chamber straight without it having to go up any feed ramps or anything like that that might nick or deform the lead projectile on the front of the bullet. So when you push that out of the lips on the magazine, it slips right up into the bolt, and the entire round's going to push forward into the chamber. And this is a matched chamber that's in here. It's going to push that entire round into the chamber without that round making any contact with the chamber as it's sliding forward into the chamber. And like I said, that's been extremely reliable, getting the feeding to work. The other thing that I like about this particular weapon is the length. It got an 18-inch barrel, but it feels a little bit shorter than a traditional 18-inch barrel. It feels to me more like about, maybe a 16-inch barrel. Because of that, it's easy to get in and out of barricades and from different shooting positions. I feel like the shortened length of it makes it a little bit easier to get in and out. Also, when you're shooting the weapon, you're going to get a little bit more speed out of the barrel because the 22 round traditionally in a shorter barrel is going to run just a little bit faster. So yeah, those are some things that I really like about this particular weapon. So guys, let's talk about some things that I don't necessarily like about this particular gun, and I wish I had done different in the beginning. First of all, the carbon fiber barrel. If I had to do it over again, I would have gotten the steel barreled version of this rifle. The carbon fiber barrel is about a pound lighter, and you can definitely tell a difference there. It doesn't balance very well out of the box with the carbon fiber barrel. If we lift it up here at the front of the receiver where I would normally balance a gun, it's just really tail heavy, even with the bipod on there. If you hold it here more at the magazine, then it's kind of balanced there, but it's just not balanced forward where you would normally have it on the bag. So yeah, I wished I had the steel barrel version. I think that would add a little bit more weight to the front of it. And I'm not entirely sure if maybe I'm having some accuracy issues due to the carbon fiber barrel. I do have a lot of rounds down range currently on this gun. And when we do our full review, we'll take a look at all the groups that I shot on this particular weapon. What I would say is I have shot a group as small as 0.19 on this at 75 yards, so that was an exceptional group. But generally speaking, it's been shooting somewhere in, well, sub-MOA for the good ammo that I've put through it. I've had a lot of ammo that shot well over MOA, and one or two that even shot like 2-inch groups at 75 yards. So all my shooting has been primarily at 75 yards, but it's breaking in nicely and it seems to be tightening up just a little bit more. So we'll see more of that. So yeah, that's one gripe. I wished I had gotten the steel barrel. I think for the purpose of this gun, for NRL type shooting, for precision type shooting, that extra weight would be beneficial. So yeah, I wished I had done the steel barrel. The other thing I don't really like about this gun that I've really struggled with is it's not ejecting very good. And to be completely honest with you, if those rounds aren't ejecting well, the gun's completely useless. So I've got to solve that, and I think I know what we need to do. But essentially, when you pull the bolt back here, and you need to pull it back firmly, what's happening is the round will pop out and it'll go over the ejector pin and it'll get stuck in here. And I'll show you just a little picture here of what it looks like. And then the stupid bolt gets stuck and you can't push it forward. What ends up happening is you have to drop the magazine and then wiggle it and jiggle it around, and then the round will fall out, and then you can put this up in here. So when you're talking about time stages, that's going to be a major issue. I have found some information online about staking the ejector on this, and I think what we'll do is we're going to just try it before and after and see if staking the ejector helps, and I'll do a video on that. Got about 600 rounds, and it's gotten worse as I put more rounds down the gun. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that, but I'm hoping staking the ejector will fix that issue. The other thing that I'm not liking entirely on this gun is the trigger. Now, I do want to I do want to preface that. It is a nice trigger. This trigger is breaking cleanly. It has almost no take up at all. It is a very crisp and a nice feeling trigger. The problem with it is my example is about 2.5 pounds trigger pull, which for a precision rifle is just too heavy. And I was surprised by that because I've seen a lot of videos on these particular rifles being under 2 pounds, somewhere in the 2.5 pound range. And this particular sample is 2.5 pounds, so I'm a pound heavier. I've got this thing not only adjusted all the way out, I've taken the adjustment nut completely out of the trigger assembly, and I'm just getting no relief on the weight. So I do think that ultimately we're going to have to put a new trigger in here and see if we can get the weight down. So the last thing that I'm a little concerned about is I'm not getting exactly the accuracy that I expected out of this gun. I was really looking for something that was going to be in the half MOA range, and we're not even close. I think the best 5-shot, 5-group averaging 25 rounds over 5 groups that I've shot currently is 0.6 at 75 yards. And that would put it somewhere in the 0.8 MOA range. And I felt like, you know, maybe this gun should be shooting about a half MOA, but we're just nowhere near that currently. I do have some more rounds to shoot, and when we do the workup on all the ammo that has been shot and I show you all the targets, hopefully by then we'll have a better understanding of just how well this shoots. What I have left to shoot is the Ely Match, the Ely 10X, and the Lapua Center X. So those are really on the high end of the ammo that we're going to put through here, and hopefully we'll find some consistency and some good groupings with that. But I really did expect this gun to shoot a little bit better. You know, I've been able to get every factory rifle that I own to shoot a half MOA, and that comes through a lot of load development and practice and whatnot. On the 22, you really can't do load development. You just got to shoot a bunch of ammo and see which one the gun really likes. But I did expect it to shoot better. I might need to adjust my expectations to like 3/4 MOA. I think we can probably get this to a 3/4 MOA gun, and I think I'll be satisfied with that. But I did hope that this thing shot better than it does, and currently I'm struggling just a little bit with that. So guys, where are we going to go from here? So I've got a couple things here. One is the KSS barrel tuner. This is the KSS barrel tuner. We will be doing a full review on this tuner. I want to try it on this gun and see if we can improve some accuracy. So the KSS ATS barrel tuner is going to be coming. I did want to show you real quick. This is a 0.19 inch group right there, you can see. So it does have the capacity to shoot really well. We're going to try and get some more consistency out of it, but there is a 0.19. The other thing we're going to do is I'm going to test, like, I'm going to show you guys, I don't know, 14, 15, 16 maybe different types of ammo. I've already shot 12 different types of ammo through the weapon, so this is going to be coming really soon. I only have a few more different rounds to try out, and I think we'll have a good understanding of which round we're going to select for this gun for our training for NRL 22. Other than that, I think, oh, and of course we're going to do a full workup review on this Arkin optics, so you'll see that coming in the deal. So, you know, today was just about a quick tabletop review of this particular weapon. And guys, I'm so glad you guys are here and watching these videos. If you have any questions, leave those down in the comments. If you like what you see and want to see more on this weapon, please like, share, and subscribe. This really helps us out to know what kind of content you like, and that's the content that I'll continue to put up. So be looking for these future videos, and thank you so much, and happy shooting.